Good evening and welcome to 100 Luton Avenue. Do I really need to do this intro? You know exactly why we're here. It's the Sage Standout Game of the Week. One of three of the games. It's rivalry week. Tottenville versus E-Hall. This is creator and owner of Sage Media, Andre Johnson, on the call with you guys. Of course, we are also live in the Bronx. So we are about to get started with the national anthem. So we're going to go to the field, Mike. Right. So we are about ready to go. The undefeated Pirates going up against the one-loss E-Hall. You know, I have to get used to saying something like that. The one-loss E-Hall. So E-Hall coming in here at 4-1, Tottenville at 5-0. So, of course, like always, in the Sage Standout Games of the Week, we have to go over the ones to watch. And we're going to go with the home team first. It's their two-star running backs, Tyshawn Bent and Corey Brown. So unfortunately, to give you guys an update, Corey Brown will not be playing today. So it is just Tyshawn Bent. So Tyshawn is coming in with 479 yards and 7 touchdowns. He's 5th in the league in rushing. So Tyshawn, in my opinion, he's an ACC level player to me. And Corey Brown is as well, but they also have number 2, Nick Constantino. So hopefully he can come pick up the slack for Mr. Brown in his absence. So I got to play a little producer, so I'm going to go quiet for a minute, so enjoy the coin toss.
see this thing? Okay. So what is the thing say now? What does live view say? Okay. So let me look at the screen again. Okay. Click on external and to the right. So external on the bottom. There should be a. Click on the arrow next to it. Turn. Yeah. Click on that. What does it say? Oh, you see where it says device? It doesn't say anything under device. Oh, you move it up. Hold on. Move the camera forward. Oh no, it does say deck link 4. Okay. So click that off. Exit out of here. And let me see units together. Not units, live view. Let me see the unit. Alright, can you completely shut it off now? Just the live view unit. Just hold it and shut it off.
Hall won the toss, and they deferred. Tottenville will take the opening kickoff.
Okay, so try to turn it on again. What you can do in the meantime is just hit screen. Hit screen in view.
Get the fuck out of here, Joe. Yo, you're the fucking man.
The opening kickoff goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty, setting up Tottenville with good field position.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Sorry for the bit of a delay. Just had to make sure we get the other stream in the Bronx up and ready to go.
You know, this means a lot.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for Tottenville. They're getting the ball first. Ball is on.
1st and 10 for the Pirates.
On the 35-yard line. So we're real excited for this game. The class of the PSAL going up against each other. Starting in the shotgun. Hands it off to Tyshawn. He's been in the backfield. Missed tackle, but he makes something of it. He gets about 3. So it's going to be a 2nd and 7. So the big adjustment for the Pirates is going to be how do they have the home run without Corey Brown. Nick Constantino, last year, he led the whole JV, only a sophomore, led the JV in rushing. Low snap, and he's going to slip up, and this is not the start you want for the Pirates, as now they're going to have a 3rd and 15.
As McGuire goes down in the backfield for a loss on the play, bringing up 3rd down.
So I think one of the keys for this game is going to be, can Tottenville go up in this game and control it? And also, Mr. Justin McGuire, the junior quarterback, can he make a throw? And as I say that, his first throw of the night has a man. That's Nicholas, just like we said, showing it's okay if we don't have Corey. You have me, the super sophomore. And if you guys have been listening to New York Football Talks, I have been asking all year long, if the Pirates have to complete 3 to 5 passes, can they do it? And Justin is already answering the call. 1st and 10 Pirates. Hands it off to Tyshawn. Has a nice lane. Gain of about 11. Mr. Tyshawn Bent. Running behind one of the best offensive lines. Let's be real here. The best offensive line in the entire PSAL. That was a gain of 9. So it's 2nd and 1. And Tottenville is moving. Trips to the left. Little pitch out to Tyshawn. Has enough for the 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a pitch out to the left to Tyshawn Bent. And that's going to give us a Tottenville Pirates 1st down.
So you guys heard the man. It's me and the on-the-field announcer. It's a 1st down for the Pirates. And let me tell you, after going 3rd and 15, completing a pass, you're pushing the E-Hall all over the place so far. This is the ideal start for Tottenville. 1st and 10 in E-Hall territory. Handed off to Nick, but he is met in the backfield. That's Jaden Locke coming up and making a great tackle.
He is met in the backfield, bringing up 2nd and long for Tottenville.
Could be 2nd and about 11. It's going to be very important for E-Hall to tackle well and to read their keys. Don't get so caught up in the pulling, in the misdirection. McGuire under center. Tottenville has a nice pace to their offense. 7-man in motion. Handoff to Tyshawn. Off tackle. Misses another tackle, but Jaden does just enough so his man can come clean up. And that's number 34 on the tackle. Don't have a 34 for E-Hall. But it set up another 3rd and long. So again, here's where it's so important that they're missing number 3, Corey Brown. You know, they can run a double handoff to Corey or slip him out the backfield for a pass. So we already saw Justin was able to throw in the 1st time. Here goes, 2nd throw of the day. Throws it deep. Does he have it? Yes, he does! That is Nick on the completion! Nick Constantino, welcome to the big stage. No Corey, no problem for the Pirates. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Handoff. It fakes it. Can Justin get in? No. He's going to be down at the 1. Great reaction from number 82, Xavier, on the tackle. 2nd and goal.
What a catch by Constantino on that last play.
So again, I have asked the question, can Tottenville complete 5 passes? And in the 1st drive, they've already completed 2 to Nick Constantino. It sounds like Tyshawn Bent territory. Hands it off to him, and guess what? Touchdown, Pirates! Mr. Tyshawn Bent, touchdown number 8 on the season. What a drive for the Pirates. And I'm going to cue up a replay, but I'm going to cue up a replay as the extra point is... The extra point is good, so our score is 7-0 Pirates. So that was a little off guard dive for the touchdown. But what I want to go back to is, so 2 3rd and long completions, both to Nick Constantino. So that's what I'm queuing up right now. And you really have to give it up to Coach Neville, man. Without your home run hitter, having faith in your junior quarterback. So let's go to the replay, man. So you see Nick at the top of your screen. Fakes inside, and he just beats him to the outside. And let me tell you something about this throw. Right on the outside shoulder, it's a perfect throw from Justice McGuire. Wow. I mean, you know, I come and I talk on Mondays, but it's up to these kids to produce. And Justice McGuire said, yo, Dre, you said 5 passes? Let me give you 2 on the opening drive. Short punt. Kickoff, excuse me, and that's going to be E. Hall ball. Looks like it's on about the 47-yard line.
Their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Down 7 after that electrifying drive by the Tottenville Pirates.
So like I said, this is the perfect start for Tottenville. But now let's see how their defense looks. Tottenville has had no problem scoring. Can they defend? And it is going to be number 10, Kendu Brown, in at quarterback. Since Jason motion, is going to be a false start or is it offside? And it looks like there's a unnecessary roughness. Let's see what the call is. So we're waiting on the call here. It'd be a tough goal if they called it a personal foul, to be honest. So we're waiting on the call. It looks like it's going to be on E-Hall the way they're directed. Still waiting on the call. So it's 2 calls on E-Hall. So is it going to be a 20-yarder? This could be a 20-yard penalty. Let's see where they bring them. Because the personal foul was after the play. So yeah, it's going to be a first and 20. Yeah, it looks more like a 1st and 30. I don't understand how it's a 1st and 30. That's 15. That should be 20. 5 plus 15. 20. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Duh. 1st and 10. Yeah. Thank God I have some assistance, man. Listen, I swear I passed my math classes. So it's 1st and 30. So the first down is in Tottenville territory, all the way on the 44-yard line. I mean, Coach Wheeler, what do you have designed for a situation like this? As they hand it off to Amir Morrow. And it goes nowhere. I mean, this is just a pretty disastrous start for E-Hall. Before they can even get started, they're behind. They're back 7-0. And against a team like Tottenville, this is the worst position for you to be in. Because now, you know, Tottenville's going to want to grind the ball. And now they're showing us that they can pull it and make a throw. Kendu to Amir. And that's a solid tackle.
Second down, a solid tackle by Tottenville to set up 3rd down. And long.
Looking for the number on that tackle. That's number 22 on the tackle, Elijah Rosales. So it's going to be a 3rd and long. It's all about not being not having a stupid penalty here. I mean, are they really going to convert 3rd and 23? They will if you give up a personal foul, something for an automatic first down. So Tottenville just has to be disciplined here. Can do. Looking to run. And, of course, it's not going to be enough. That's number 9 for Tottenville on the tackle, Jesse McCallop Jr. And as E-Hall is getting set up to punt, I'm just going to bring up the ones to watch for E-Hall, and it's Kamarion Thomas and Lyric Samuel. So to start off with Lyric Samuel, it's a bit of a homecoming for Lyric. Lyric is from Staten Island, and he had a big game in that championship game last year, and they're going to need another big game from Lyric. And then Kamarion Thomas, big number 99 in the middle as he gets this punt off. We'll go back to that graphic. And is going to be down at about the 26-yard line. So first down for Tottenville. And going back to the ones to watch, Kamarion Thomas, the big number 99, he missed the Curtis game, and I felt like that was a huge disadvantage for E-Hall. So now he's back in the middle of that defense. He needs to plug up the holes and stop Tyshawn Bent from controlling the game. Because if Tyshawn is getting 9 yards on dive, it's going to be a long day for Erasmus Hall. Here comes that dive. And I'm pretty sure, not number 99, but that's number 82, Xavier, on the tackle. So again, when you're going up against an offense like Tottenville, you have to take away their bread and butter. The bread and butter is the dive, of course. Once you can prove that you can guard the dive, you got to depend on your secondary to come up and tackle on the off-tackle stuff. So as you can see, the pace has slowed down. Justice looking to throw again. Throws it deep. Has a man wide open. And guess who? Nicholas Costantino again. I mean, talk about a super sophomore on this stage, the Sage Standout Game of the Week, championship rematch. Nick Costantino already has over 100 yards in the first quarter. Yes, E-Hall desperately needs a timeout. And we're going to go to that replay. I'm not sure what is going wrong for the E-Hall secondary right now, but I think Nicholas is just running past them, to be honest with you. So let's see what we can see. So Nicholas at the bottom of your screen, motioning into the middle. So he's definitely going to run post. You see the cut. Just look at the pocket presence. Getting hit as he throws, and he's just running back, running past people. I was running right back to it. And that pass is completed. Back shoulder to number 14, Patrick Tulo. And I said, can Justice complete 5? He's already completed 4. And I'm pretty confident he's 4 for 4 if I'm not mistaken. Justice McGuire, best game of the season so far. Hands it off to Tyshawn. Look at the lane. Wow. He was definitely down. And what did I say? So they're completing the passes, and now they're getting 10 yards off a dive. And it's another timeout. Was it a timeout before? Because that was a very fast timeout. Yeah, I don't think it was a timeout because that was too fast. So we're going to say – we'll get that confirmed, but for now we'll put E-Hall at 1 timeout. But that was pretty fast for a timeout, to be honest with you. Make sure you guys are active in the chat. Seeing people saying that I'm very impressed with the quarterback. Walter saying he needs a stat check on number 2. Listen, here's the stat check. He's over 100 yards because the first one was, what, 40? The second one was damn near 30 again. And I know he has a third, so He's already over 70 at minimum.
The drive will continue for Tottenville with 1st and 10.
And if I go
2nd
back,
and 1 for the
see,
Pirates.
no, we don't have the time to go back, but it just looked like he just ran past. You saw he ran the post, and I think he just blew past the safety. Handoff right up the middle to Tyshawn. It's a good game.
A handoff right up the middle to Tyshawn Bent, and that's going to deliver a Tottenville Pirates 1st down.
So, okay, it was 2nd and short, so we'll readjust it. It's 1st and goal now. So it's 1st and goal for Tottenville.
Inside the 20-yard line.
Looks like they have the ball about on the 9, I want to say. So it's 1st and 10 from, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Tyshawn to Justice's left. Quick pitch to Tyshawn, and he does just about the rest.
A pitch out to the left to Tyshawn Bent, and he's going to be right at the goal line.
So pretty much everything the Pirates are doing is successful. Every single play so far. Let's see if we can get touchdown number 9 for Mr. Bent. Does he have the offensive lineman to get him in? Waiting for the signal.
And Bent's runs
3rd
for
and
about 1
goal.
yard. It's
Not
gonna be
enough.
3rd down from the 1-yard line for the Pirates.
Halo, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm saying Justice McGuire correct, right? I know you're saying, am I saying it wrong? Justice, Justin, am I saying Justice? I said Justice? No, yeah, no. No, wow, that's crazy. I definitely meant to say Justin. That's my apologies. Where? So it looks like bleeding some clock. Hands it off to Tyshawn. Look at the hole. He should have enough. Ball's on the ground. No, they're saying he was down. So it's going to be 4th and goal from like the 1-yard line. So Halo, my apology if I was saying Justice. I meant to say Justin. 4th and goal. This would be a huge momentum swing as they're going Wildcat. No, it's going to. Does he have enough on the first effort? Did he have enough? No, he does not. So a goal line stand for the E Hall defense. Wow. Now that is just what E Hall needed, man. They were reeling. Going down 14-0 on the road in Staten Island is the last thing you want. But Kamarion in the middle of that defense, the spotlight player, I'm going to credit that to him because that Tottenville offensive line, not to get 1 yard, is tough. So E-Hall showing some pride. Kendu and Moreau in their own end zone. Hands it off. Can Moreau get out of the end zone? He barely can.
1st and 10 from their own 1. He barely escapes the end zone. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for E-Hall.
So E-Hall, shotgun in their own end zone is tough. I can't lie to you.
The ball is on the 2-yard line.
So Moreau and Kendu in the backfield. Lyric Samuel to the bottom of your screen. 2 tight end set. Looking to the play, to the sideline for the play. Flips Amir. And he flinched, so it's only going to be a half a yard they lose. So it'll be second and 10 from the 1-yard line. Yeah, guys, I mean, some people talking about the play call. I thought the play call was fine. I mean, you have Cyrus Cardona in the middle of that offensive line. I'm trusting him to get 1 yard. So you just got to give credit to the E-Hall defense, honestly. I'm not killing anybody for calling a QB sneak on the 1-yard line. So 2nd and 10. Ball's on the ground! Wait, I saw the ball on the ground. Did it
That ball
bounce
was
up?
loose for a second there. However, it was recovered by E-Hall.
Let me see if I can get to the replay fast enough because I saw the ball.
It's going to be third down.
I think
from their
Kendu
own
dropped
40-yard
it.
line.
So I'm just going to watch the replay off the screen.
A big third down upcoming as they're inside their own
Wow.
line. Get on your feet.
I didn't have
Make
time
some
to
noise.
show you.
It's third down.
Kendu drops the ball, and it bounces like a basketball right back to him. Kendu throws it to Lear. Caught. But there's a whistle. Is it just for her?
Another false start's going to back them up half distance to the goal. Setting
That
up a
play
deep
will not
long
count.
Third down.
It's going to be a false start on E-Hall.
And everybody, it's still third down. Get on your feet. Make some noise.
So E-Hall
It's third
still backed up
down.
as they bring everybody in tight. Amir to Kendu's left. And they call a timeout. No, so that is
And
the
that's
end
gonna
of
take
the
us to end
quarter.
After
The end of the
first quarter
quarter. So
play,
that was a
Tottenville
very
Pirates
action-packed
7,
first
E-Hall
quarter.
0.
And the score is 7-0 E-Hall. And honestly, if I'm E-Hall, I'm okay with that because that was not a great start to this game. But of course, just to remind everyone, this live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. Really happy we have 2 live streams going on simultaneously. So someone in the chat, just let me know how that game in the Bronx is going. But really proud of everyone back in the Bronx, proud of the crew here in Staten Island. And we have a good one for you tonight. I think there's going to be a lot of twists and turns in this game. So, of course, stick along with us. If you have any business inquiries, just hit us up on the website or on socials you see. And, of course, you know where to be to break down all of this action. You guys love telling me how wrong I am. Monday morning quarterback. Yeah, I know how y'all do. All right? So, Monday is New York Football Talk. Jared Veluzzi, Coach Mack. Do I got to introduce these guys, man? So you know what the vibes is on a Monday night.
Tottenville looking to make a big stand here.
So like I said, if I'm E-Hall, I'm running the ball up the middle, and I'm hoping for a good punt. I mean, E-Hall pretty much hasn't gotten to play offense yet in this game. If I'm not mistaken, they ran 3 plays in that first drive, and then what? 3 plays? No, I mean, I guess 2 plays the second time they had it. So 5 plays in the first quarter. Kendu throwing from his own end zone, looking deep into double coverage, and it is well defended. That's number 9, Jesse McCallum, and number 5, Kyle Charles on the pass defense. That was intended for Victor. So the last play, that was the end of the quarter, and the play before that was a false start for Fresh Media asking. It was a false start. So E-Hall has to be able to get this punt off. Let's see if the Pirates try to block it. Don't send them. And it's a pretty good punt. It will be fielded by number 1. Breaks the tackle, up the left sideline, gets hit hard, but there's a flag.
Mark DiMattina with a great return on the kickoff. On the punt.
Mark DiMattina with the return, but there's a flag on the play. Maybe a helmet to helmet. That came in right on the hit. So, no, it's going to be maybe a block in the back on Tottenville.
Personal foul on the Pirates. This is going to back them up 15 yards.
But that was a great job from the Pirates secondary, Jesse McCallum and Kyle Charles. You know, I know there's been some back and forth who should be the quarterback for E-Hall, Kendu, or Justice. You know, I agree with the decision to put in Kendu. I feel like this is a game where you can try to attack this Tottenville secondary, especially after Lincoln had so much success. But first round goes to the Tottenville secondary as now Tyshawn Bent back on the field, pushing the pile like he usually does. And it's a good game.
Run up the middle, he pushes the pile.
That was number 19 on the tackle for E-Hall, Kendall Brown. So that's Kendu's brother. So it's about 2nd and 7. Off tackle handoff to Tyshawn, cuts it back. And that's another good game.
Down, a right side handoff to Tyshawn Bent.
And you know, I know you guys have heard me say this before. Anyone who's played football has heard this. If you get 3.5 yards on every play, you're unstoppable. So it's got about a 3rd and 3 here. Tottenville still with some nice pace to their offense. So not only are they going to grind you out, they're going to tire you out as well. Tosses it to Tyshawn. Uses his vision, should have enough for the first down. Now that play might not look like much to you. And he's actually right on the line. I thought he had enough, but no. It's going to be a 4th and 1.
4th and 1 upcoming.
Big play for the E-Hall defense. Can they bail E-Hall out again? As Tottenville, the offense is still on the field. Could have put Tyshawn in the pistol. And it looks like their right tackle. It's going to be a false start on Tottenville. Yes, it will. So I don't see the offense coming off even now. As Tottenville is going to keep their offense on the field.
Down and 6 for Tottenville.
So it's a 4th and 6 now. 2 receivers to Justice's left. Tyshawn still in the backfield. Nick Constantino on the bottom of your screen. Looking to throw. Looking Nick's way. Throws it. It's actually in the middle of the field. And it is broken up. Incomplete. Looking for Nick again. And E-Hall, after that exchange, they gain about 30 yards in field position.
With 1st and 10.
My guy Nappy, thank you for the update. Nappy telling me that Curtis is up 10-0 on the road against Lincoln. So the E-Hall defense standing up twice on 4th down to give their offense the ball back. And they didn't give up any yards on that pretty much. I know they gave up 1 first down, but that was about a net gain of 30 yards for E-Hall. So let's see what the offense can do now. Hands it off to Amir, breaks the tackle, gets to the edge. And that's going to be the most positive offensive play for E-Hall as they gain about 6.
A 6-yard rush by E-Hall. Going to set up a 2nd and 4.
So there's 375 people in the chat watching the game at home. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Make sure you share the stream out. So like I said, and I said this last week, I think it's going to be a lot of fireworks. Hands it off. And that's a great tackle. Great job holding on there. And that's number 11, Chase Thompson on the tackle.
For a small gain.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 1.
3rd and short, 3rd and 1 here upcoming. And everybody get this.
Now Walter saying big up to E-Hall, making this a game showing grit. I mean,
scratch that, it's now
that's not the standard for E-Hall though. So it's actually going to be enough for a first down. Now, of course, I know what you're saying, that they're definitely showing grit, but that got to be the standard for E-Hall, the 5-time defending champions. Hands it off to Amir, and he goes nowhere. Somebody screaming off the edge. little bit of extracurriculars. So there you go. You know, anytime there's any extracurriculars, we try to take the cameras off the young men, and there's actually a player down for E-Hall. That's number 68, Zaire Graham, the senior. He's down.
There's a player down for E-Hall.
So just an injury timeout. Like I said, when there's an injury, when there's a little extracurriculars on the field, we like to take the cameras off the young men. Let cooler heads prevail. So, yeah, I think so far the Tottenville defense is really stepping up. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Tottenville defense a lot. You know, after that Lincoln game, you know, I know that game wasn't live streamed. I was there taking pictures, you know, doing my little analysis. And to be honest with you, Lincoln did whatever they wanted. That score was 50-34 or 50-38, something like that. And Tottenville could not stop the Lincoln offense. And the defense is really impressing me now. And while we have a minute, got a chance to talk to Coach Neville before the game. And I just wanted to ask him, you know, it's homecoming. It's such a big matchup with E-Hall, the history, you know, championship rematch. How do you keep the team focused, especially with Tottenville, you know, 5-0, flying. E-Hall has a loss. Maybe they're like, oh, this isn't the E-Hall of old. No. Coach Neville reminds them, I don't care what E-Hall's record is. E-Hall has won 5 championships in a row, 6 in total. They are the top team in this league until you knock them off. It is not just knocking them off in this game. You know what I always say, E-Hall is like a Jason Voorhees kind of villain in a movie. You know, until the credits, they're not dead. You know what I'm saying? So, Coach Neville trying to keep his players level-headed, keep them hungry and humble. So, looks like Zaire is okay. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 for E-Hall. Thank you for the update. So, 0-0 JFK Clinton. I'm going to be honest, that's a surprise. JFK coming into the game, I know they had a tough loss against Curtis. But, you know, Clinton has lost a few games in a row now. So that defense really stepping up for the Governors. So 0-0 Clinton JFK. So that's the update there. The last update we got is that it was 10-0 to Curtis on the road. And our score here, of course, is 7-0. So, again, it seems like it is clear that Tottenville want to stop the run. Let's see if Kendu and this receiving core can get something going. But first, we're going to hand it right back. Breaks the tackle. Best run of the day for Mr. Amir Morrow.
Well, 15-yard run on 2nd down. Going to give E-Hall the first down inside Tottenville territory.
So now you just see how important those defensive stands are now. And something I tell teams is not offense versus defense. It's a team. You see the offense struggling, defense, go make a play for your offense. And now the offense is paying homage to the defense. 4 wide, sending a man in motion, trips to the right, looks to throw to Lyric. Up the right sideline, the big Penn State commit, Lyric Samuel, in his homecoming in Staten Island.
Going to set him up with 1st and 10 inside the Tottenville 30-yard line.
So, again, it was Lyric that really busted the game open for the Dutchman in that championship game. And you see they're going to try to get him involved early. Saying that. See, so I can't say so. Amita saying that she feels like PSAL red zone. Maybe one day we'll have that. We can have like the multiple box, the octabox or whatever. So 1st and 10 for the Dutchman. Kendu looking to throw right up the middle. Has a man, but that's a great job. And that's number 8 for Tottenville. Amila Kamado. Mr. Kamado on the pass to breakup.
A big play coming up, guys. Defense.
So it's a 2nd and 10 for E-Hall. Kendu in the shotgun. Lyric Samuel on the top of the screen. And that's going to be a false start. And nobody saw that? Lord. Did no one see the wide receiver fall down out of his stance?
And that's gonna
Listen, you got to laugh sometimes, man. You just got to laugh, man. That's what, listen, man, this ain't the NFL. It doesn't have to be the NFL. We good right where we at. Oh, man. So I'm sure you heard my man. It is indeed 3rd down.
Everybody get on your feet. Defense.
So it's a 3rd down. Kendu looks right, throws right, and it is incomplete. Lyric should have had it.
4th and 10 for E-Hall.
That was the perfect throw to Lyric, but he just could not hold on to it. I don't think Lyric has any relation to Curtis Samuel.
And it's 4th and 10.
So it was a big 4th and 10 for the Dutchman. Kendu looks in the middle of the field, still looking, throws it in the middle, and it was just out of reach for Amir Morrow. So now it's the Tottenville defense that steps up.
Defense can stand by the Pirates. They'll get the ball back with 6 minutes to go in the half.
So shout out to my guy Dom, the senior at Tottenville.
He's score remains 7-0.
Dom is my 2nd announcer today. I'm sure you guys hear him in the mic. That's my guy. Dom, where you going to school next year, you know? Okay, so Dom, maybe Wagner College, maybe communications. I see that in his future. Hands it off to Tyshawn. You see big number 99 in the middle of that defense. But that tackle was number 5, the freshman, Logan Clark Laurent. I have Logan as a freshman on my roster. Ball's on the ground, but now it's going to be a false start. So it's going to be a false start. That's not going to count.
A penalty marker on the play. It's going to be a false start against the Pirates. That was a pre-snap penalty, so that play will not count. It's going to back top 5 yards.
So that was probably the best penalty of the night for the Pirates. So Adema saying if the Pirates score here, it's over. I strongly disagree with that. These are 2 of the best teams in the PSAL. Justin looking to throw. Throws it to Tyshawn. Up the left side.
On 2nd down, a screen pass to the left side to Tyshawn Bent.
Good game. So you're saying number 5 is not Logan? Oh, so is that Nazir? Yes, that's Nazir. Excuse me. So that number 5 is Nazir. I have 2 5s on my roster. So Nazir Brown, the sophomore. Thank you for that. Just crossed off the other number 5. So big play for the Pirates. Hands it off to Tyshawn, trying to go off tackle, and he's not going to have enough.
On third down, he's not going to have enough for the first down. That's going to set up 4th and short for Tottenville.
So I was talking to the E-Hall
And
coaches right before the game.
Can now make their way to the track to meet Miss Siegel.
So as the Pirates are getting ready to punt here, I was talking to the E-Hall coaches, and I was very happy. The E-Hall coaches, they definitely listened to the podcast on Monday, and they took very personally that I said that Curtis was the best defense. And hey, that's why I was about to say I get paid to talk. I don't get paid to talk. That's why I'm up in the booth and I'm just talking, and all this is motivation for them. You take motivation wherever you can. You see the E-Hall defense is stepping up after that first drive when they scored 3 stops in a row. So, yes, Logan is the other number 5. Yes, excuse me on that. I'm going to make a note of that. So, yes, Nazir is on defense. Thank you for that. So it's a false start on the punting unit. So after the fireworks earlier on in this game, it's settled in. And I'm sure E-Hall coaches are going to the sideline saying, how can we stop Nicholas Constantino? You know, they're super locked in on Tyshawn, but Nicholas has been the one called the pro. High snap! Can he get the punt off? He cannot, and what a break for the Dutchman.
And that's going to set up E-Hall inside the 10-yard line, 1st and 10.
So that's 1st and goal for E-Hall. And just like I said before, it's one team. Now the Tottenville defense has to come out and make a big play. So let's see if E-Hall can punch it in here. So 1st and goal, ball's on the 2-yard line for E-Hall. So Justice is in at offense, at quarterback now. He's going to pull it. Justice is in. Touchdown, Dutchman.
First down, touchdown for E-Hall on the quarterback keeper. This is going to make the score 7-6, barring the extra point or 2-point conversion.
So E-Hall capitalized right away, right before halftime. And they're looking to tie it up right here. Extra point pending. And the extra point is no good, so our score will remain 7-6 Pirates. And I feel like it always matters. I feel like every point you leave on the board always ends up mattering. Let's see. So E-Hall get a big break after the bad snap, get the touchdown. Justice Murray comes in at quarterback, pulls it on the read option, and gets the touchdown. Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely no hate on either team. I saw someone saying something about what I said about saying I was chatting about the E-Hall defense being good. So just a reminder, everyone, because I say one is good, it doesn't mean I say the other is bad. Just a little lesson. Curtis and E-Hall's defense have both been incredible. I currently give the edge to Curtis. That is all. But let me tell you, after tonight, I might have to rethink that. Man. So E-Hall kicking it off. Low kick. Takes a nice bounce for Tottenville. That's going to be number 1. He's going to bring it just past the 30-yard line. That's Mark DiMattia. So we have about 3:18 on the clock. Remember, the clock on the field and on the screen is not official. Only the referee knows the official time. So we'll readjust the clock to 3:18 for you. So let's see how the Pirates come out right before halftime, if they're going to be aggressive. So it's a 1st and 10. Ball's on the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Pumps it. Throws it. Just right out of bounds. Incomplete.
On 1st and 10, an incomplete pass by the Pirates. Gonna bring up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10. Still plenty of time for Tottenville. So I'm getting a scoring update from Adema. 8-0 JFK. Fakes it to Tyshawn. Justin looking deep, and that was intended for number 4. No, excuse me. That was number 14, Patrick Tulo. So excuse me, Mr. McGuire. That's what I'm gonna start calling him, Mr. McGuire. No more Justin. Justice. I'm getting it too confused. So Mr. McGuire in a big 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Throws the screen to Tyshawn. Can he break one? He cannot. That is number 5, Nazir Brown on the stop.
The clock tips under 3 minutes with 2:50 left to go in the half.
So that's going to be a timeout, E-Hall. And again, just a reminder, this live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. This is Andre Johnson, creator and owner of Sage Media. Hopefully everybody is enjoying this game. A bit of a defensive standoff right now. We have 418 people in the live chat. I love that. You know, this is one of the top games of the season. 2:50 to go. 2:50 to go in this half. And the E-Hall defense, after the first drive, they have stepped it up exponentially. So, again, I'm glad that everyone is enjoying the live stream. Make sure you share it out, and make sure you come and break down all of this weekend's action on Monday with Jared Veluzzi, with Coach Mack, and myself on New York's Football Talk.
Yeah, I'm not.
Now, I do not have the score of the Canarsie game. If someone could find that, that would be nice. I'm not sure if that's being live streamed anywhere. But the punt here, great punt. See if it takes a good bounce. And yes, it does. Pretty much completely flips the field. As E-Hall will get the ball on about the 28-yard line. And I would love to see who everyone is supporting in the chat. If you're supporting the Dutchman, if you're supporting the Pirates, make sure you represent for your squad in the chat.
So yeah, I'll just do that then. Yeah, that's no worries. Nah, I don't need that shit. I just need.
So it's a first down for the Dutchman. And there is a change in quarterback. It is Justice Murray in the game.
And he has a regular chair, right?
So usually when Mr. Murray's in the game, it's more of a run offense. As I say that, they throw a pass to Mr. Moreau. can't make a man miss, and it's a cavalry of Pirates. The first one there was number 22, Elijah Rosales.
This is going to set up second and
So that's the thing with E-Hall. Everyone knows once Justice comes into the game, it's time to compress the field. They know he's more of the running threat. If he's going to throw it, it's going to be something short. The question is, can E-Hall force the Pirates to take some people out of the box by throwing it right over them? Seeing a lot of E-Hall support in the chat. Makes sense. We're in Tottenville. A lot of fan support in the building. Mr. Murray in at quarterback. Keeps it himself. And he has no hole available.
on second down, going to set up a third down and long.
Pretty sure I saw number 57, Cyrus Cardona, in on the stop. And to be honest, I did not know Cyrus went both ways. I wonder if that was a change. So Nappy, appreciate the update. The score is 13-0 Curtis at half.
And now this is certainly a time for you to make some noise again.
So it's a 3rd and long for E-Hall, about a 3rd and 8, let's call it. And now Kendu is in the game. So you got to imagine they're going to go to the air here. Yes, they are. Kendu looks right, has time in the pocket, throws right, and it's almost intercepted. Looking for a Lyric Samuel. So let me guys tell you something. That bad snap is looking really terrible because the Tottenville defense has been awesome. If I'm not mistaken, E-Hall, I think they've only gotten, 2 first downs in this game? Maybe 2, maybe 3 first downs.
And they're going to punt this football right back to Tottenville.
But hopefully for the Pirates, they can keep the momentum going on defense. Great punt. It will not be returned. Takes a Pirate bounce. And they will have the ball on about the 37-yard line. Little extracurriculars, and, of course, we always take it off of the young men. Just a little pushing and shoving. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Just a little pushing and shoving. So my guy Dre in the chat, 12-0 Canarsie up over Newdorp, which is a huge result for Canarsie and for Newdorp, especially for one of those last playoff spots. So I think it was offsetting penalties. It's a high emotion game, so, don't want to throw out so much laundry. Or are they going to throw a penalty? Let's see. I thought it was offsetting. So, yes, it will be offsetting penalties. So now the chatting has begun, man. It's only one way to stop the chatting. You got to line up. That's it. So 1st and 10 for Tottenville. Let's see how aggressive they are at the end of this half. Running a reverse to Nick. He's been the star man of the first half, and he has a nice gain on the reverse, about a gain of 15 for Nick Constantino. And to be honest with you, I don't want to say a star is born because we all should have known who Nick is at this point, and that's going to be a timeout Tottenville after the good game. Update from Sanchez, 10-0 JFK over Clinton. Let me know how much time is left. I see my guy Dave Legree in the chat throwing out those purple and yellow hearts. Make sure you guys tune in to see maybe one of the best offenses in the entire league in the South Shore Vikings go up against Eagle Academy. Like I said, y'all know it's rivalry week. What does that mean? We're delivering 3 high-quality games for you guys. 6-7 in this game, 10-0 in the other game. And we'll see what the Vikings and Eagle have for us tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. We're with you guys all weekend. So it's the 1st and 10 from just about midfield for Tottenville. Justice. Mr. McGuire steps up, throws it in the middle of the field, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down is going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Pirates.
I promise you, I'm going to get it right. Justin. Why do I keep calling him Justice? I don't know. Justin is my guy. This is one of those nights, man. But I really like how aggressive they're being with Mr. McGuire. They're not afraid to test this E-Hall secondary. So let's see if they keep that up. Hands it off to Tyshawn. Instead, has a lane up the left sideline, and that could have been a damn near touchdown saving tackle from number 21, Jazir Harris. But there is a flag on the play. And it looks like it is coming back.
Yeah, you gotta go to do with the. I got it. Oh yeah.
Please be reminded that restrooms are located.
So
to the
now
left.
it's
Restrooms
18-0
are located
JFK.
to the left.
So JFK taking control of that game in their homecoming. So it was an unfortunate holding, as it's going to be about a second. It's going to be about a 2nd and 10, 2nd and 12, excuse me. I love seeing the E-Hall support. Shout out to all y'all back in Brooklyn. Maybe you're out here. I don't know. Maybe you're in Staten Island. Maybe you just want to be in the chat. And another whistle. I think I just heard the ref say my fault.
Left to go on the clock.
I'm very confident I just heard the ref say my fault. I did not see a flag. Okay, yeah, so that's no penalty. So just going to hand it off to Tyshawn, bring us into halftime. Big hit at the end of that. So that is going to bring us into halftime. Our score is 7-6 Tottenville. Action-packed first half of football. From what I heard, this is going to be a longer halftime than usual. It's going to be a 20-minute halftime. So I'm going to put about 18 minutes on the clock. So again, this is Andre Johnson. And we'll be back for second half action. Welcome back to second half action. Is getting ready to kick off. Our score is Tottenville 7, E Hall 6. Defensive, grinded out kind of game, but I think we have a lot more fireworks to go in this one. This is creator and owner of Sage Media, Andre Johnson, on the call with you. Hopefully everybody is enjoying the game so far. My guy Nappy telling me Solomon just scored for Lincoln. So what's the score now? Listen, y'all know how I feel about Solomon Dekotu, man. I really think he's the best wide receiver in this league right now. Solomon is super tough, but, man, I don't know if you want to call Nicholas Constantino a wide receiver or a running back. But let me tell you, he is a future top player in this league, absolutely. Tore up that first quarter. He's probably at about 70 to 80 yards receiving. I think he's a little closer to 100, but let's say 70 to 80 yards. And it was all about the defenses. You know, Tottenville scored on their first drive of the game, and then it became a defensive struggle. And the grit of the Dutchman. Goal line stand, down 7-0, stops the Pirates from making it 14. Gets another fourth down stop when the Pirates were deep in their territory. And then the bad snap, which gave E. Hall the ball at the 2-yard line, which set up a Justice Murray touchdown. My guys over at Riot Youth Sports, what's the word? Yo, hopefully you guys are watching on your TV, Riot Youth. Can somebody please message the Sage Media Instagram? I've been trying to reach out to y'all. I have an important question. I'm doing it publicly now. Riot Youth Sports. Hit up Andre at Sage Media Instagram, please. Y'all my guys over there, man. Support everything y'all doing. So, chat, how you guys feeling? I'm actually going to make a poll. Especially now is a good time to make this poll. Who you got? Only 2 answers, no write-ins. So if you're watching at home on the TV, open up your phone, go to YouTube, and go vote. Who you got in this game? You got E. Hall or do you have Tottenville? And then as far as the quarterback situation goes, I really think I thought that Kendu was playing pretty well, to be honest with you. You know, a couple of missed throws there, here and there, but there were definitely some crucial drops. And I think they are going to have to be able to throw the ball, E-Hall, if they're going to want to win this game. Amir Monroe hasn't really been able to get going. He only has about 1 or 2 nice runs, but the runs are only, 6, 10 yards. You know, Amir is one of the most explosive players in the whole PSAL. We saw him rip a 65-yard run against Curtis. So Tottenville has absolutely bottled him up. And it seems like every bit of analysis I've had is wrong. I said Tottenville's defense needs to show us something. They have. I said Justin McGuire has to show me something. He has. Just a reminder, Corey Brown is out today. So Tyshawn and Nicholas are holding it down. So again, if you're watching at home on the TV, pull out your phone, go to the stream on YouTube, and vote in the poll who you got, E-Hall or Tottenville. 54 votes, and it's 55% E-Hall right now. As we're getting ready for second half football, E-Hall's going to get the ball first.
And welcome back to second half of play. Tottenville 7, Erasmus 6.
Now, let me tell you something, guys.
E-Hall will receive the opening kickoff.
Like I said, I believe the Sage Standout Game of the Week has some magic, and I think we're going to see a whole lot of fireworks in this half. As Tottenville tried to start it off with a onside. I'm not sure, did it not go enough yards? Are they kicking again?
On the kickoff by Tottenville.
Are they allowed to kick again after a false start? So yes, they will kick the ball again.
They're going to reset that kick 5 yards back.
We'll probably stop the poll maybe after the third quarter. My guy Jaden in the chat. How we doing, my guy? Big game tomorrow. So make sure you guys share out the stream as we're getting ready for second half action. And it's going to go to Mr. Lyric Samuel. Takes it about to midfield. So it's going to be a first down for the Dutchman.
50-yard line into Tottenville territory.
Pretty Ree, I'm not sure if you're talking about me, but it's kind of my job to talk. So I'm sure you're talking about someone else in the chat, maybe.
The ball will be placed at Erasmus's own 47-yard line. First and 10.
All right, so first and 10 for the Dutchman. It is Mr. Murray in the game, throws it, and it's dropped.
And on first and 10,
that was a good throw from Justice Murray.
Second and 10.
But it could not be hauled in, so it's going to be second and 10 for the Dutchman. And it's tough here, you know. If you're going to go with Justice Murray, you have to give that threat of throwing the ball. So I do agree with that. You got to give the Pirates a reason to not stack the box. So it's going to be trips to the bottom of your screen. Justice pulls it, runs it up the middle, gets to the edge. Can he get a block? He can, and that's a great gain for Mr. Murray.
Second down on the quarterback keeper. It's going to get E-Hall first and 10 inside the 40-yard line.
So Justice Murray coming into the game and being effective already. And even though that first pass was incomplete, it was so important just to show Tottenville we will throw it with Justice in the game. Throws it. Thought it was going to be a double pass, but that's to Jay Solomon, and that's a great, still on his feet, tough running from Mr. Solomon.
Tough running on first down as they swing the ball out left, and he's going to pick up a first down. A gain of about 11. First and 10, E-Hall inside the 30 at the 27.
So first and down for E-Hall.
Defense.
E-Hall with their best drive of the game so far, 2 first downs.
Penalty marker down.
And E-Hall with a nice flow to their offense, now forcing Tottenville to go off sides.
It's going to be first and 5 for E-Hall.
Much more flow to the Dutchman offense to start this half. They're deep in Tottenville territory on the 20-yard line. First and 5, sending the blitz, throws it, but it's too low to Victor.
An incomplete pass on first down is going to set up second and 5.
But again, I really like it, you know, even though Justice is the quote-unquote running quarterback, we're still going to show he's not in here just to run it.
Make some noise, Pirates.
All right. 2nd and 5 for the Dutchman. Look like a little broken play. Ball's on the ground. Who has it? I think the Pirates have it. Yes, they do.
A box snap, and that's going to be a fumble going Tottenville's way.
Another disaster for the Dutchman, honestly, as they had their best drive of the game.
E-Hall was driving down the field, but Tottenville put the brakes on that drive and now have 1st and 10 from the
I don't think I'm going to have enough time to throw up the replay. I'm looking at it off screen. It was a high snap.
Tottenville has the ball and the lead here in the second half.
That ball was recovered by number 11, Chase Thompson. I'm not sure if someone forced it out. Ball's on the ground. Who has it? The Dutchman have it right back. Waiting on call. And it will remain with Tottenville, looks like. Was there a call? He waved his hands.
On the handoff.
And it will remain Tottenville ball.
Tottenville's possession.
Whoa.
As they were able to pick up that fumble. It's going to be 2nd down for the Pirates.
I was trying to talk about the other fumble. I almost missed the 2nd fumble. Man, Nick, that might be Nick's best play of the whole game.
Let's go,
So it's about a 2nd and 8, let's call it. Handoff to Tyshawn. Cuts. Had a nice little hole there. Good gain. About a gain of 3.
That's going to set up 3rd and short for the Pirates.
Yeah, shout out to the Sharks and my guy, Coach Dre. But yes, it is the game of the week. But shout out to the Sharks. Those are my guys, Coach Dre and everybody over there. So it's 3rd and short. Handoff to Tyshawn. Cuts it up the field. Does he have the foot speed? Mr. Bent just gets tripped up.
And that's the Pirates' 1st down. Right up the left side by Tyshawn Bent.
And you see the vision of Tyshawn, his biggest run of the day. Again, without his back, I was about to say his backcourt mate, his backfield mate in Corey Brown. But shout out to that offensive line. That was a massive hole.
E-Hall 46.
So a 3rd and 2. They rip off about 20, 25. Gives it right back to Tyshawn. Makes a man miss. Shoestring tackle. And they needed it.
A good push on 1st down. That's going to set up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 7 after that run by Tyshawn.
So a 2nd and 6. And again, I really like the pace of the offense for Tottenville. Hands it off to Tyshawn. Makes 2, miss. And takes 2 to bring him down as he's close to that 1st down. I don't know. Something is telling me Tyshawn's looking a little more explosive in this half than in that 1st half.
Close to that 1st down.
So it's going to be a 3rd and short. It's going to be 3rd and short. They don't have the 1st down yet. 3rd and 2 for the Pirates. Tyshawn to Justin's right. Hands it off to Tyshawn.
And on 3rd and short.
And you can see the physicality, man. Tyshawn is definitely my favorite running back in this whole league. And it's mainly because of his vision and the micro movements he makes. It might not look like much, but his change of speed, if you play football, that's one of the worst players to see in the hole. Someone who can change speeds. It throws off your timing completely. So 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Spreads it out. Nick in the backfield this time. No, not Nick, but tries to throw it. It's complete to Nick.
On 1st and 10,
so Mr. McGuire throws it to Nick.
Going to bring up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's just really impressive me. We haven't seen Mr. McGuire throw that much this season. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he only has one incomplete pass. That was 25 in the backfield before. Mr. Ledwith, as they hand it off to Nick, and bottled up.
And that's going to be bottled up.
That's Nasir Brown on the tackle, the super sophomore, and Carlo on the tackle in the backfield.
The ball at the 30-yard line.
So it's a 3rd and 8. Let's see if the Pirates go to the air here. I think Nick is at the bottom of your screen. Looks left, throws it out to Tyshawn. Can't escape from the crowd of Dutchmen.
On 3rd down, a pass out to the left.
So that kind of looked like a 3rd down play where you know you're going to run it, go for it on 4th down. So let's see.
5 or 6.
So it's 4th and 5, and it looks like, are they going to punt? So it looks like the Pirates are going to punt, play the field position game. And I agree with this, honestly. This is a defensive battle. Play the field position game. And do they get a good punt? They get an excellent punt. So they're going to pin the Dutchman within the 8-yard line.
And a fantastic punt by the Pirates. It's going to pin E-Hall at their own 8-yard line.
I see my guys in the chat. Listen, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Listen, y'all not here for me. Y'all here for the athletes, man. So hopefully you enjoy the commentary. If you don't, mute the commentary, put on some music, and enjoy the athletes. Y'all not here for me. You know what I'm saying? As long as you guys are here supporting the athletes out here, that's all I want, man. But appreciate my guys in the chat. The goons in the chat. But no, that was a great punt and a great decision. And let's see, this is they do have Mr. Murray in at quarterback still. And that's just a great job from that Tottenville defensive line. I'm seeing number 9 coming out of that. Mr. Jesse. Number 9, Jesse, coming out of the bottom of that pile.
And it's time to make some noise in that crowd again, folks.
2nd down for the Dutchman. Hands it off. Man, let me tell you something. This defensive line, Cyrus Cardona, unfortunately, he comes out limping. That would be a big loss for Tottenville.
That's going to set up a 3rd.
Not sure what the penalty was. You see the penalty?
Down. And 9.
So it was an illegal shift on E-Hall, but that penalty was declined.
An illegal shift by E-Hall. The penalty was declined.
So it's still Justice Murray in at quarterback. We have just under 500 people in the chat. Make sure you guys share out the live stream. We're deep in the 3rd quarter now.
Let's go Pirates.
Sends a man in motion. Empty backfield. Throws the screen. Catches it. That's Lyric Samuel. Trying to see if he has enough for the 1st down to move the sticks. And yes, he does. That's a 1st down. The Penn State commit, Lyric Samuel, gets E-Hall out of trouble.
E-Hall has 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So E-Hall on the 21-yard line. Hands it off to Amir. Big shot.
Handoff on first down, and he's met
That was number 22, Elijah
by the
Rosales.
Pirates. That's going to be a gain of only 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. Everybody get the chance going again. Defense. Louder.
So it's a 2nd and 9 for the Dutchman. Looking to throw. And still on his feet, but he can't escape the second one. That's number 7, Matthew Velasquez.
Big play by the Pirates.
Huge play. For the senior, first sack of the day. Pretty sure that's for either team, first sack.
First sack of the day by either team.
So it's going to be 3rd and long. Let's call that 3rd and
And
14.
ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. Once again, this drive.
So here's where it's tricky. So it looks like they're sticking with Justice Murray in at quarterback in a 3rd and long. If I look out the window, safeties are still back. A lot of movement up front. Looking to throw, tries to throw a screen. And that's the middle of the screen to Jace. Very nice play design. And I think he has enough for the first down. So great play call. So they sent Amir in motion to the left, faked the screen to him, and they run that middle of the field wide receiver screen to Jay Solomon, enough for the first down. And I know Coach Legree is in the chat. I'm sure that play looks very familiar to the Vikings. Maybe they also tuned into the Battle of the Floss. That was the first down, no? He got tackled right at the 30-yard line. So we're still trying. There's some issues with the chains. He was definitely got tackled at the 30. Oh, no, so it should be 4th. Okay, I see. There was an issue with the chains. I think the first down was the 31-yard line, and I think he got tackled at the 30. So it should be 4th and 1. We're waiting for them to get this together. It can't be first down. So it is, yes. So it's 4th and 1. So the first down was the 31-yard line. And the E-Hall offense is still on the field. Hands it off to Amir. Has enough, has more. Gets to the edge. Can he get a block? Amir Murrow up the left sideline. And he goes down. What a play from Amir Murrow on a 4th and 1.
Going to put the ball on Tottenville's 16-yard line for 1st and 10.
When you need a big play, your star man, Amir Murrow, answers the call. And the E-Hall chants start.
Continue to make some noise.
So let's see. This Tottenville defense has to stand up here. They've been doing it all day. Handoff. Justice keeps it. Shows off his speed. But he is tackled.
A gain of about 4 on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, I agree with you guys in chat. That really hurts. A 4th and 1, and they rip off a 50-yard run. That's definitely a gut punch to the Pirates.
Defense.
As it's a 2nd and 6. just under 30 seconds left in the quarter. Excuse me. Flips over Amir. Looking to throw. Stays on his feet, but no, he cannot. Cannot escape the grips of number 31, Jaden Innocent, one of the leading defenders in sacks on the year. Jaden Innocent. And that is the end of the quarter. Our score is 7-6 Pirates. This is definitely the time to share out this stream. We're in the fourth quarter. 1 point separates the two top dogs in the PSAL. All this action is brought to you by Sage Media Solution. Again, this is Andre Johnson. So happy I can bring you guys this action. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all that YouTube kind of stuff. If you want to support more, leave a super chat. But you guys don't have to. Your support, and you're not just supporting me, you're supporting all of the young men and women in the PSAL. So appreciate everyone for their support. And, of course, you know where we're going to break down all of this action on Monday night. New York Football Talk, Coach Mac from Move the Chain, Jared Veluzzi from Uzi Sports, and myself. And one thing I learned about this podcast, y'all really listen. Y'all really listen to that podcast, because every time y'all see me outside, every time y'all see me outside, you want to tell me something I said. Let me tell you something. Keep doing it, because I will look you in your eye and tell you you're wrong. So that was such a huge play from Jaden Innocent. After the big 50-yard run for Amir Moreau, it was really looking like the Dutchmen were rolling, and now they're in a tough 3rd and long after the sack.
Defense.
Seems like there's a lot of confusion. Dutchman not wanting to use a timeout. Is he going to throw it? No, that's just going to be Victor running the reverse. Makes a man miss. Does he have enough foot speed? No, but that will be enough for a first down. But there is a flag. It is a holding. There is a holding on the Dutchman.
And now we got a 3rd and 29 coming up.
Appreciate all the kind words in the chat. And then I was kind of holding my breath on that reverse. I was wondering if Victor was going to, throw the ball on that reverse. But that was a great play from Victor. Definitely one of the rising stars in the PSAL, young sophomore. Victor Anakagu. So it's a 3rd and a country mile. What does that mean? I don't know. But it's 3rd and long. Empty backfield. Fakes the screen. Throws it in the middle again to Jace. But this time the Pirates are ready for it. And you see Matthew Velasquez on another big play for the Pirates.
And E-Hall's going to send out the punt team. Tottenville is going to get the football back. 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Tottenville 7 still, and E-Hall 6 still.
So it looks like E-Hall is getting ready to punt here. It's a battle of field position. I'm going to update the quarter. It should say 4th quarter. Just notice that. It is in the 4th quarter, so we'll update the clock. Punt goes. It looks good. Does it take a E-Hall bounce? It does. Good punt. Very good kicking game from both teams.
And that punt's going to pin Tottenville.
So 1st and 10 from Tottenville. And in this situation, I know E-Hall's defense has been playing great, but this game is exactly – of course, Tottenville has been such a high-scoring offense. They've scored 50. They scored 40, 50, 40, whatever they've done this year. But this is the kind of game that Tottenville would prefer to be in. And when I say that, it's their style. They have the ball. Can they put together a drive that can take away maybe 6 minutes off the clock?
An injury timeout.
So there's going to be an injury timeout here. So, guys, definitely let me know how you guys feel in the chat. Wow, I'm looking at that poll. I'm going to end it. 226 votes. 52% Tottenville winning. That is as close as it can get. That is close, man. So Nappy, my guy Nappy, Curtis up 13-6 in the 4th quarter, man. Curtis defense tough, boy. Curtis defense is tough. But both defenses out here is really showing out, man. And just a reminder, tomorrow it will be Eagle Academy Brooklyn going up against South Shore at 11 a.m. So make sure you have your coffee and you're ready to go. No, I agree. You know, both teams are having some trouble in the red zone for sure. But okay, we know what Tottenville wants to do. Can they take, let's say, 6 minutes off the clock on this drive as they look to throw? And it's short, and it's a great tackle.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Can't see the number on the tackle, but that was the right cornerback. Curtis is playing Lincoln. So Curtis is on the road in Coney Island up 13-6. But our game here is 7-6 Pirates. Still pretty sure just Mr. McGuire has only had 1 incompletion on the day. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Low snap. He's going to have to take it himself. That was a hold. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. And it is recovered by the Dutchman. Touchdown. E-Hall. What a turn of events. Number 34 on the recovery. 2 gigantic mistakes in this game for the Pirates have led to 2 scores for the Dutchman. And it looked like a busted play. I'm trying to cue up the replay. It looked like it was some kind of miscommunication. Sorry for not having number 34 on the roster. If someone can tell me who number 34 is in the chat, please let me know. Definitely want to give the young man his credit.
He's going for the 2-point conversion.
So it looks like E-Hall's going for 2 to make it 14-7. And I have the replay queued up, but this is a very important 2-point conversion here. Justice flips it out to Amir, and that's a good stop.
And he's stuffed. That 2-point conversion is no good. The score remains.
That was number 23. Number 23 for Tottenville. Nicholas on the big stop. Our score remains 12-7 Dutchman. All right, let's go to the replay, and I'm going to slow it down. So it looked like a broken play. Oh, and you see. Yeah. Number 3 Devin Pigot with the big hit to force the fumble. Will that prove to be the game winner for the Dutchman on the road? What a play from the senior, number 3, Devin. But again, that was a complete broken play. There's no way Justin wanted – that play was designed for Justin to run.
The Dutchmen are going to kick off to the Pirates.
So here we go. This is Tottenville's first time all season being down. How will they react? As the Dutchman trying to rip it out again. And all the momentum is with the Dutchman right now.
Turn that kick to about the 20-yard line for set up 1st and 10.
Man, like I said, it's Halloween. Y'all know it's all about horror movies. E-Hall is that killer, that mass killer that's not dead until you see the credits. So Mr. McGuire has been very successful throwing the ball today. And wow, number 82 for the Dutchman, Xavier. I've called his name quite a few times today, and he's ecstatic about that play. As we're waiting to see, is there a flag? I'm not sure. Sorry, there's an issue with the camera. And it looks like it's just a timeout. Is somebody hurt? Okay, so excuse me. Somebody's down on the field. As you know, we don't like to show the young men as they're down. Man. My guy, Fresh Media, saying E-Hall defense is on 100. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, just the heart of this E-Hall defense. After that Curtis loss, I'm sure social media, in the hallways, at home, everyone is saying, whoa, you guys were the ones to blow the 5-year unbeaten streak. Listen, these young men are showing quite the character. The offense hasn't really gotten going. They got a big break with the bad snap. And then Devin Pigot, number 3, with the huge hit to force the fumble. We have just over 500 people in the chat. Make sure you guys share out this stream. And just like I said, man, I really think that this game of the week, this Sage Standout Game of the Week, has some magic. There's still 9:36 on this clock. And the last time I checked, Tyshawn Bent and Nicholas Constantino are still playing. So I think we could have more fireworks in store for this game.
For Tottenville.
So player seems to be okay. So we're getting ready for 2nd and 10. As you can see, the whole E-Hall sideline is fired up. Justice. Mr. McGuire looking to throw. Throws it deep into double coverage, and it's incomplete. Guess who? Number 3 on the stop again, Devin.
3rd and 13 awaiting.
I know, I was thinking that. No,
So it's third down for E-Hall. Excuse me, for Tottenville, excuse me. E-Hall looking to get a stop. The clock, the clock is stopped. It was an incomplete pass. 3rd and 13. Can Mr. McGuire make something happen? Looks right. Throws it. Back shoulder. It's caught. That's number 14, Patrick Tulo. It ain't, I said, I ain't done yet. That's what the Pirates are saying. The Pirates are not finished.
Let's go Pirates.
So 1st and 10 for Tottenville. I am so impressed with Mr. McGuire tonight. Hand it off to Tyshawn. Tries to make something out of nothing. And I think I saw a flag. Yes, I did. And unfortunately, it is a holding. That's the second big holding penalty for Tottenville on the night. So it's going to be 1st and 20. And I see Nick is actually, so Nick is, looks like Nick is his calf. I'm seeing Nick Constantino is not on the field for the Pirates. So that's been their best weapon so far in this game. So hopefully Nick can get into the game for the Pirates. But it's a 1st and 20. Going to have to make do without their super sophomore right now. Mr. McGuire, and it was a miscommunication. They thought it was a run.
An incomplete pass on the 1st down is going to set up 2nd and 20 for the Pirates.
So I'm looking at Nick. Nick is trying to hydrate, and it looks like he's trying to get back out onto the field. I was looking at Nick. So Nick and Tyshawn are actually on the bench. From my view, I couldn't see Tyshawn, but Tyshawn is also not in the game. Low snap, Mr. McGuire throwing it deep. And it is almost caught. Guess who on the coverage? That's Devin once again.
A rainbow down the right sideline is incomplete. It was nearly caught for a huge gain. It's going to set up 3rd and 20 for Tottenville.
Have your moment. Stop testing me. That's what he's saying to the Pirates sideline. Third down. No Nick. No Tyshawn. Where are the Pirates going to go for offense here? Mr. McGuire tries to escape pressure, and he cannot.
The Dutchman sacked the Pirates.
Looked like that was number 34 again on the stop.
4th and even longer. The Pirates are going to have to punt this football back to the Dutchman.
So, looks like Tottenville's going to have to punt. They're going to have to depend on their defense to make a big play. We're waiting. So it looks like a sideline warning on E-Hall, I think. So what just happened? We're waiting for the call. A flag was thrown. It might have been. It's still 4th down.
It was down on the field.
Okay, so there was a penalty, but it's still 4th down.
It's still 4th down.
Not sure what the penalty was. Maybe it was a sideline warning. So Mark in the punt. It's a high punt. Takes a Tottenville bounce. It's going to be at about the 46-yard line.
Set up 1st and 10 at the 46.
So James Walker, Tyshawn and Nick Constantino both went out injured. Looks like there was another flag waiting on the call there. Shout out to my guys in the booth. But it sounds like it's a block in the back.
On Erasmus. This is going to back him up.
And that penalty is going to prove to be huge. It's all about the field position game when it's a one-score game. But it's 1st and 10, E Hall. Ball is on the 35-yard line.
Defensive stand here. So this is where we get the intensity. Get on your feet. Make some noise.
Tottenville. Their defense has stepped up all game long. Hands it off to Amir.
A gain of about 6 on 1st down.
Gain of about 6. We're just going to fix up. And it looks like there's another injured player on the field. That's actually number 7 who just made the tackle, Matthew Velasquez. So we're going to take the camera off of him for a minute. Gives us the time to reset the scoreboard. Guys in the chat, let's see how many people we have. So we're at 552 in the chat. Definitely share out the link. I still think there's a lot of time left in this football game, man. There's a lot of time. 7 minutes. Hopefully, Tottenville have a good athletic department here where they can look at Tyshawn, look at Nick, make sure they're good to go. Hopefully the trainer. So I see Tyshawn. That's Tyshawn right down there? So both of them are on the ground? Yeah, so Nick is getting his legs stretched. So I think Nick could be cramping. I mean, I see Mr. McGuire limping too. I mean, this is getting crazy for the Pirates right now. So, of course, we don't have injury reports. It looks like number 7 is okay. Matthew has had a great game so far. So no Corey Brown to start the game. Nick Constantino hurt. Tyshawn Bent hurt.
It's 2nd and 4. Get on your feet. Let's go, Pirates.
So it's 2nd down for E Hall. Hands it up. So very interesting. So it's a flag.
And there's a penalty on the play. It's a false start by the offense.
So it's a false start on E Hall. So okay. So Kendu Brown is back in the game now. Well, is that number 18 or is that number 10? No, okay, sorry. There's number 18, excuse me. So Kendu Brown is back in the game at quarterback now. Kind of confusing to me. Why wouldn't you keep the hot hand Justice in? He's been running. But, E Hall, 6-time champions, 5 championships in a row. So it's going to be a 2nd and 9. Hands it off to Amir. He's met in the backfield. Big number 32 on the stop. That's Amir. First time calling out Amir.
And you guys know what time it is.
So great job from Amir. And yes, Curtis has won 13-6. And I completely agree with Coach Legree. This is a low-scoring game, but absolute top-tier competitiveness. Two tough teams, the class of the PSAL 4A going up against each other. Big third down. Kendu in the game. Looking to throw. Throws it. And it's overshot. Had Victor on the post.
4th down and 10. And they're going to put their punt team out there. Tottenville will get this football back. Let's go, Pirates! Let's go, Pirates!
Tough play. And that also stops the clock.
With 6 minutes to go.
6 minutes to go. All right, let me look at the sideline. Who is standing up?
And take the lead back.
So Cyrus Cardona, he was limping before. He seems to be okay. Big number 57. Guess we have to see who comes out as the stars of the game, the punters so far. That's a good punt. It's another good punt. Great kicking in this game. And we're looking to see who comes out.
With 5:53 to go, down by 5.
I see Nick and I see Tyshawn. So Nick and Tyshawn are both back in the game. So it looks like it's final. JFK 32, Clinton nothing. So congratulations to JFK, the big battle of the Bronx. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that live stream. We have just under 600 people in the chat watching the game. Let's see if we can get it up to 600. Make sure you guys share this out. As now they got to figure out how to guard Mr. Constantino in the slot, looking for him. Holds it. Mr. McGuire gonna take off. Another big shot. Holds on to the ball this time.
McGuire's gonna keep it on 1st down for a gain of 1. It's gonna be 2nd and 9.
That was Carlo on the tackle.
Let's go, Pirates! Come on, Pirates!
So McGuire was definitely looking in Nick's direction. Nick on the bottom of your screen again in the slot. I'm sure we're going to see some kind of screen to Tyshawn at some point on this drive.
Let's go, Tottenville!
But here we go. Can Mr. McGuire lead his team down the field? Hands off to Tyshawn. Has a Calvary in front of him. Still on his feet. Up the left sideline. Mr. Tyshawn Bent. Limping and all. Putting the team on his back.
The players are waiting for you to stand up, everybody. Now you got to do it. Get on your feet. Make some noise. Top the 1st down.
Big play for Tottenville. Up the left sideline for Mr. Moreau. And there is a player down again. So there's a player down in the Tottenville side of the field. So, of course, we take – that's an E-Hall player. Don't have a number on him. But, you know, we like to take the camera off of the young man. So, again, man, like I said, I think this Sage Standout Game of the Week has some magic in it. It's the rematch of last year's 4A championship, and it's delivering on the billing. Again, this is Andre Johnson here from you from Sage Media Solutions. Just under 600 people. Someone is asking for a time check. I think the time is accurate. Hasn't been a 4-minute warning yet, so the time is accurate. It's 5:02. 5:02. So, again, make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials. Any business inquiries, go to our website. And, of course, you know where we're going to be to break down all of this action. So that was number 5, Nasir Brown, but he is okay. So again, you guys know where to be Monday at 7:15. And let's see what we have in store. Tyshawn ripping off a big run. Hands it off to Tyshawn. Big stick in the backfield. That's number 99, Kamarion Thomas. Coach Legree, you are hilarious. I'm going to see you tomorrow, sir. I'm going to see you tomorrow.
On the clock.
All right, second down after the big stop from Thomas. Throws it, and it's caught to Nick.
And a pass out to the right side.
Tackled by Devin.
5. Third down and 6 upcoming.
So it's a 3rd and long, and that is the 4-minute warning. So that is the 4-minute warning. There's another player down for E-Hall. There are so many injuries in this game. So that's Kamarion down. So just saying that a lot of people are cramping, I mean, it's not hot outside. It's kind of weird for them to be cramping like this. So we are at 632 viewers today. Let's keep sharing out the stream. I'm sure some people are trickling in from the JFK Clinton game. But make sure you guys share out the stream. Let's see if we can get to 700 because I think there's a lot of football left in this game. Tottenville, man. I mean, the Stars have really been playing well in this game. So it's a 3rd and 6 for Tottenville. Hands it off to Tyshawn right up the middle, and solid tackling from E-Hall.
And on 3rd down, they're going to run that up with Tyshawn Bet, and they're going to cut that in half.
So they know, of course, that was a play knowing that we're going for it on 4th down. Now, if I'm E-Hall, I'm definitely looking out for a double handoff. Did they run it? No, they ran it once at the end of the first half, the double handoff to Nick. The defense chance start. 4th and 5. This could be the crucial play of this game. Tyshawn in the backfield, trips on the top of the screen. Here comes the reverse to Nick. And that is a great tackle, number 19, Kendall Brown. And oh man, there is a flag for taunting.
There is a flag down.
I can't believe it. I mean, at this level, that kind of penalty is unacceptable. Got to be honest with you. But hey, it happened. Mr. Brown, you got to make up for it. But that was a crucial penalty. Could change the whole tide. Wait. Oh, it was after the play. Oh, okay, I see. Excuse me. Sorry for kind of teasing you guys with the drama there. So the penalty was after the play. So it is still E-Hall football.
Just under 3 minutes left to go. And now it's really time to get loud.
Kendall Brown, great play. I was correct on the double handoff, but Kendall Brown stayed home. So it's a 1st and 10. Can the Tottenville defense step up one more time to get this win on homecoming? And whoa.
And he's stuck in the backfield.
Number 7, Matthew Velasquez. What a tackle. Came screaming off the edge. And yes, there is another player down.
And there's a player down on the field.
Now, we really need a sideline update. We really might need a sideline reporter so we can get updates for these injuries. This is crazy. No, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make – these cramps don't make any sense. It's the middle of the season, and it's not hot.
It's cool out, so they're not drinking enough.
Yeah, I know.
So, because, they ain't sweating that much. So they
I see. We'll see. Okay.
Weather than the warm weather.
You think that's interesting. Okay. We have some health experts up in the booth. I mean, I do have a degree in biology. I don't know if you guys knew. I didn't do much with it, but I got an internship. Hey, I'm doing all right. I got a full-time job, business.
This is great.
It ain't bad. I'm not doing so bad. Shout out to all my science majors out there.
Timeout called by the Pirates.
So it is a timeout for the Pirates.
Come on. Yep. Left field out. Oh. Bob was in the outfield. Left field to Bob.
Man, you know, some people, I do agree. I see my guys from Right Youth Sports Podcast. I mean, yeah, it seems a little strange that they changed the quarterback right where Just had his best drive. But it's a defensive battle here. And now, again, I'm not sure if it's official, but we have it as one timeout remaining for Tottenville. Okay, so I'm going to update the scoreboard. There's 2 timeouts remaining for Tottenville, so let's add one more. So there's 2 timeouts remaining for Tottenville, and it's a 2nd and 15.
Big play coming up, 2nd and 15. We need a stop.
So Just is back in the game, hands it off to Amir. It gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
That's going to be a gain of about 6.
And there's another player down.
And another injured player on the field.
And this time it's Amir Morrow. That would be a huge loss for E-Hall. So, okay, coaches in the chat, if you're a real coach or if you're just a coach on Madden, what are you saying to your people in the huddle?
Oh, it's this week? How many days? Oh, wow.
Amir Morrow is the injured player for E-Hall.
Are they really here? Come on. They'd rather race. Why not? The kids would get like, rather than do that than act like assholes. People are just annoying. They like to go to I don't know if it's over the sun and it's so dirty. They want to go to some sort of house. The big houses.
It's huge. It looks exactly like it.
Really? I've never seen all black. It's back what, in
It's
your
so
house?
nice. No, it's
So it's going to be a 3rd and about 8 coming out of the injury timeout.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, he said it's near it.
it's so nice.
Damn, I need to. No, that's me. Excuse me. Got to do a little producing. Give me a second.
Oh, is that night? That's right. Oh.
Timeout called by the Pirates. And we're back, folks. And it's not no ordinary play. It's 3rd.
All right, so we're back. It's 3rd down.
And 8. Get on your feet. Make some noise. Defense.
So the scoreboard won't work for a minute. So I will update you guys. So it is third down. I'm going to take off the scoreboard, actually. It's third down. It's third and about 7. And it's a timeout, Dutchman.
The Dutchmen are going to call a timeout themselves.
So timeout, Dutchman. So let's see, man. 2:38 on the clock. So trying to get the scoreboard working. But again, it is third down, third and 7. Big play for the Tottenville defense. Can they get a stop on this third down? Looking to throw, and it is incomplete, so that stops the clock. It was intended for Mr. Lyric Samuel. Now, that is questionable, to be honest with you. The reason why, of course, is because it stops the clock. So E-Hall getting ready to punt, and Tottenville will have one more chance. As we just got the scoreboard working, we're gonna get the scoreboard back up in a minute. E-Hall need a good snap and a good punt. They've been getting it all night. And it's another good punt, very returnable. And he brings it into E-Hall territory. So here we go. The Tottenville defense has stepped up yet again and have given the ball back to their offense.
E-Hall 12, 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Two minutes and 22 seconds left to go.
Here we go, man. It's the game right here, sending Nick in motion. Just McGuire looking to throw in the middle. It's caught. Makes a move up the sideline. Ball's on the ground. Are you kidding me? It's recovered by E-Hall.
Well, pass down the middle of the leg with. Goes for a big gain, and then he fumbles the football. E-Hall will take over.
Are you kidding? The Pirates with a great completion about 25 yards, and the ball is fumbled and recovered by the Dutchman. I will try to fit in the replay. I'm not sure if we're going to have the time. And that's a stop. Mr. Velasquez. Let's see. I'm going to try to sneak in the We're going to try to sneak it in right here. That was number 25 on the catch. And wow, that was just an amazing play from Carlo. Number 32,
A timeout called.
Carlo Makata,
With 2 minutes and
on
6
the
seconds left to
forced
go.
fumble. Wow. You can't make this up. What did I tell you about this Sage Standout Game of the Week, man? I told you that I think there's something special here, man. Every one of these games have been absolutely incredible. Number 32, Carlo Makata, forces the fumble for the Dutchman.
Man on second, he's out.
And that indeed was the final timeout for E-Hall. So 1 first down ends the game.
Tottenville is out of timeouts. One first down could end this
You
football.
cannot make this up. I am at a loss for words. Just the timeliness of this defense. E-Hall gave up a touchdown on the first drive of the game, and they have seen a goal line stand.
Get on your feet, make some noise. It's 2nd and long here.
They've seen the ball deep in their red zone, and they have not given up another point. Hands it off. It goes nowhere. So at this rate,
Another handoff.
Tottenville
In the
may
backfield.
get the ball
That's
back
gonna be 3rd and
with,
10.
let's see, so that's 30. They may get the ball back with 40 seconds left, if I do my math correctly. Is the clock 35 seconds or is it 30? The play clock. So that's 70. Yeah, they're going to get the ball with under 40 seconds left if they're able to get a stop here.
Get on your feet. It's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down. 683 people in here. Hands it off. 2 hands on the football. Almost has enough for the first
And
down.
he's tackled
No, excuse me,
short
not
of the
enough, but
first down
it was a
line.
good run.
It's going to be 4th down.
And yeah, so this is another 30 seconds.
The
So
clock
I
dips
don't
below
think they
1
have
minute.
to punt it until 40, right? No, it's at 30. So, yes, they don't have to punt it until 40 seconds left.
They're not going to do another one.
So we're going to catch up. Oh, our clock was wrong, actually. So that's the official clock up here, right?
Official, unofficial, yeah.
Yeah, so we're not exactly sure. My clock says we're going to match the on-the-field clock. The on-the-field clock only has 29 seconds. So it looks like E-Hall is not going to have to run this play until under 15 seconds.
The Dutchmen call a timeout with only 12 seconds left to go. And they're going to send out their punt team.
So there is only 12 seconds
Only
left.
12 seconds left.
It is not over. Definitely don't shut this live stream off because they still have to snap it and kick it. This is high school football, let me remind you. It is not over yet. So we're going to update our clock to 12 seconds. We don't have the official time, but we're going to go with the on-the-field time on the scoreboard. Will the Dutchmen go on the road against undefeated Tottenville and pull off a gritty victory? Again, one of the MVPs of the day has been number 21, Jasir Harris, on the punt so far. Don't know who the snapper is. Execution, flawless. There is no one back to receive the punt. Tries to pick it up and make something happen. but that may have been a mistake because
And
that
punt
is the
goes.
ball game.
The clock has hit 0.
Dutchman. Hold on. There's a flag. There is a flag.
There is a flag now.
And it looks like it won't matter. The
It looks like it
Dutchmen
will not.
come on the
game is
road
over.
and knock off
Pirates 7,
undefeated
Dutchman 12. That's our final.
Tottenville. Our score is 12-7. Really appreciate everyone for watching. We're gonna get. Make sure you check out the Instagram for the player of the game interview. But the Dutchmen come
that's
out
the game,
with
folks.
a gritty victory.
An intense
So again,
rivalry
this is
has an
Andre
intense
Johnson
finish.
from Sage
12-7
Media
Dutchman
Solutions.
over the
Make
Pirates.
sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock as we have
And this is Don Bellacci signing off.
South Shore and E Hall. See you guys tomorrow.